Celtic No2 emerges as frontrunner to replace Shaun Maloney. John Kennedy has emerged as an early frontrunner to replace Shaun Maloney as Hibs manager. Bookies installed him as the favourite after the sacking of his old Celtic mate this morning, and reports now suggest Easter Road Chiefs are weighing up an approach. I wouldn't touch that job in a mile. No aspiring manager should. The past two managers have been not given near enough time or money. It would reportedly be the third time the Celtic assistant coach had been considered for the hot seat in Leith, after he turned down the chance to be boss in 2019. It's taken his countryman, Postecoglou, to come in and show the faith in him again. And he's rewarded his gaffer with some incredible performances. I would have thought Celtic would make it a high priority to get Tom Rogic on board for a few more seasons. Sorting out a new deal for Rogic has to be an absolute priority for Celtic Chief Executive Michael Nicholson, especially considering he won't have long left on his contract heading into the summer. Given the importance of Rogic to Postecoglou since coming back in the fold, the Hoops boss certainly wouldn't be happy if a deal couldn't be struck between the two parties. Or is it time to give him a testimonial and let him go after next year? Tell me in the comments. Back to Kennedy and what he said about previously rejecting Hibs. He explained, "In my whole career and life, I don't have regrets. I very much evaluate any decision I make and I go with it, I fully commit, and then what will be, will be. I trust myself to make the right decision. You always reflect on it and question things, but certainly at this time that's nothing to do with it at all. I have dedicated everything in my time and life to do the best for the club, so that's the same for now in terms of the situation we find ourselves in now. It's about what's right for the club and not my agenda and what's good for me." Folk give him stick, but he's respected by the players and he's been at Celtic a long time as player and coach. He had a really difficult time as a player with his injury, and the club was very good with him. I think John appreciates that, and it has worked both ways because he has been very good for the club since then. Angie evokes North Curve message, "Ain't nothing wrong with going down. It's staying down that's wrong." Thankfully Angie Postecoglou, who stated the road to success is not downhill as reported by Daily Record, appears to be a steady hand at the tiller whilst he negotiates stormy waters, much of which appears to be of our own making. The road to success is not downhill, mate. It requires effort every single step of the way. Sometimes you'll stumble. We've stumbled a few times this year as a group and we've managed to bounce back quickly. From the evidence of Angie Postecoglou and this Celtic team with Callum McGregor leading it with a guy like Joe Hart there, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Tom Rogic, they are not going to slip up. They will not slip up. Celtic will go on and win the title. It wouldn't surprise me if Celtic won the last 5 games and actually just really go on and hammer home a message between now and the end of the season. And that is what I expect also. We will be hurting after Sunday. Desperate to prove doubters like the overreaction from Kevin's wrong. Celtic will use this hurt and march on to the title and the £40 million Champions League money. So sit back and enjoy the last 5 games of the season. Celtic boss Angie Postecoglou has provided supporters with an early injury boost ahead of Sunday as he believes all of those involved against Rangers should be fit to play. It was important that we kept our eyes on the main prize. Had key players missed out on the title run-in, then that could have created problems. Granted, even if 1 or 2 unforeseen selection setbacks occur before Sunday, at least we know that the Celtic dressing room isn't full of walking wounded. The Celtic Sunday game against Ross County in Dingwall can't be emphasised enough in terms of importance. A victory here and the title gets that little bit closer. That's the only thing that should be consuming our thoughts at this stage. And on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the